On. Good evening, YouTubers, and welcome to a brand new live right here from Darlaston. Yes, Christian Joel's Ghost Court has changed. The name has changed. The brand has changed. We started this using the same logo, but we changed it to Darlaston Ghost Hunters. And this is all because it's a brand new year. We decided we're going to change the logo up and make ourselves a bit more better than everybody thought that we were, because obviously there's been some controversy recently with the live basically making us look as though we are not wanted with different ghost hunting groups. Well, I'm here to say that we're going nowhere. We are going to be going live from different locations. Doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter how, doesn't matter why. What matters is that we are going to be doing some more better live stuff. Starting off with a few shout outs to some of the YouTubers that I do watch, or should I say that we started watching together as a couple properly. So we're going to give a shout out to the Ouija brothers, Steve and Griff. We're going to give a shout out to DNA, which is Dave and Alexis. You guys are awesome. We watch you quite a bit. Exploring with Danny, nice to see you back on the airwaves as well, mate. It's been a while since I've seen anything of yours, and really good to see that you are back and live. We also want to say hello to some of the theme park groups out there as well. To start off with, I'd like to say hello to Scott and the team at Pleasure Beach Experience. Really glad for you to be still doing your stuff out there. Digital Dan, Jack Silkstone, and also Theme Park Worldwide and Springy Tales. Guys, you are all brilliant. It is superb to see you doing so much back out on the road, going abroad, doing your things with the theme parks. We absolutely love you. Now, this year coming up, we have got to make a few things very, very clear. We are going to be going out on the road. We are going to be going to different parts of the UK this year. And we're going to be starting off with some brand new experiences and brand new videos here on the channel. Now, we're going to be starting off this year, possibly with Alton Towers, because when we went back in October of last year for Scarefest, it wasn't all that was cracked up to be. I know you've seen the footage on the channel, but it isn't very good. For the simple fact, we did not get a chance to really get stuck into Scarefest. We went on a day when Scarefest was running, but I've been told by the creative team at Alton Towers that the beginning of the month of October was the kickstart of it, and the very last day of the month, it was absolutely bang on with Halloween night and going up to the 2nd of November last year. So we weren't exactly best pleased with that. We could have chosen better dates, couldn't we? Now,
all the hype about it as well.
Yeah, all the hype, all the speculation.
Scarefest.
Yeah, it was it was absolutely over the top with the advertising. It was absolutely crap in real life. We couldn't have had it any better, really, because it was terrible in all respects. The mazes, which are supposed to be that good, weren't, from what I was being told, because we couldn't really afford to do the upcharge and do the mazes, so we left it at that. We want to say congratulations to the guy who was on the entrance to the welcoming. You were very, very convincing as a cemetery member of staff, or should I say caretaker, whichever way you'd like to call it. But you looked the part, mate, and you looked absolutely spot on to be in that area, which originally would have been the toxic junkyard maze for the Freak Show, which was running for several years. The Freak Show maze only lasted 2 years. Then obviously the Freak Show walkthrough zone was there for a few years before that. Speaking of Alton Towers at the moment, I don't know if you guys have seen on the internet or if you've seen on the TV, what now is called the Curse. It was originally Jewel, the Haunted House, is a fights back. They have redone it and they've retaken it to the extreme of what it used to be, the original Haunted House, but it's been called the Curse. We don't know how, we don't know why, but it is. So we're going to be not looking at that as much when we go to Alton Towers this year. We're going to be having about 2 or 3 days on the park again. We're only going to be staying about 1 or 2 nights in the hotel, possibly because we've got some other things to be looking at. We're thinking about going over to Skegness for a holiday this week. Well, this year, should I say, not this week. Forgive my confusion. But we are thinking about going over to Skegness, having a weekend away in Skegness, having a look at some of the attractions around there, as well as possibly check out the theme park that is somewhere on the seafront. We haven't been there yet at all. Neither of us have. Speaking of seafront places at the moment, there's a lot of places that are advertising for the forthcoming summer holidays already. Obviously, the adult side, there's the Warner Hotels. There is Pontins and Haven. Pontins just stopped advertising because Pontins are in some really big trouble at the moment. So Haven and the Warners are getting the most advertisement at the moment, apart from the Park Dean adverts.
Mine is the big weekend.
Yeah, mine. Butlins is a big one again. Advertising so early into the year already. We're coming up to February next week, so the big adult weekenders for all 3 resorts, Skegness, Bognor Regis and Minehead, they're all going to be out there advertising. We're hoping at some point we can actually get the funding to go and stay at one of the resorts and do an adult weekend, actually be a part of the crowd. And for my benefit, basically see if the security guys recognise me, and I'd crap them up a bit, I think, as well. So that'd be a damn good laugh to do. Sticking with the theme parks, as though it's going out of fashion, we're going to be having a look possibly at Drayton Manor Park Resort this year and seeing what they've done with Vikings, because since they've taken out the Apocalypse Drop Tower, that entire area of Drayton Manor seems to have expanded quite a bit. So we're going to be thinking about looking at that as well, because not just being theme park enthusiasts like we are also looking at haunted locations. That's correct, we are. So if we're going to try and have a look at certain places this year, even though we are in the Black Country, that's why it says Darlaston Ghost Hunters. We're looking at places like Doon Hayden House over in Old Hill towards Hell's Owen. We're going to try and go around the Dudley Zoo, around the ruins of the castle, seeing what we can do there as well. Because at least then, because obviously we know some of the history already. There's places we would like to go, and obviously, if anyone wants to leave comments on the channel about where we could try looking at, because now, as we stand in this minute in time, we are going out on our own. We were supposed to be a part of a group. It fell through. I know we've been giving apologies for it, but I'm not exactly happy with the situation at the moment. So we're leaving it at that. We can't do anything more with it. So for now, we're going to give you this, guys. We are not going to be going back to Blackpool this year. There's not much point, because at the end of the day, we've done the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We've done Madame Tussauds. Even if we did, we most likely just want to go and do the Sea Life Centre, watch the tribute act show on the Central Pier, and then possibly have, say, a couple of hours on the Central Pier, going around some of the rides on there, going and standing in the very back of the seafront where all the flowers and the tributes to loved ones who've been loved and lost have their plaques placed at the very back of the Central Pier. So thoughts and prayers go out to all the family and friends who've got their plaques and flowers out there on that seafront. It is very emotional when you're looking at that part of the pier, and my heart goes out to everybody, and so does Jill's. So for now, guys, we're going to say to you, good night, take care, speak to you soon, and hope to catch some of you all this year around the UK on our ghost hunts, as well as our theme parks. Take care. Bye-bye.